Hello everyone, welcome back to my AP Calculus class. I will keep explaining U-substitution with basic formulas and then other type of integration today. Let's start from example 16. Just to find the integral of this function. Integral cosine x over 5 plus 2 times sine x dx. Which part should be u part? The u part should be 5 plus 2 sine x. Why? Because when you change dx to du, dx is equal to 1 over u prime du. U prime of this sine x is cosine x, right? The cosine x cancel out with that cosine x in the numerator. That's why the bottom part, denominator part gonna be u. I show you how to solve this problem. Integral cosine x over 5 plus 2 sine x, that part is u part. And then I'll change dx to du. I told you dx is always 1 over u prime. U part is 5 plus 2 sine x. So u prime is what? 0 plus 2 cosine x. Because sine x derivative is cosine x. So 2 cosine x du. And then this cosine x cross out. And then what is left? Just 1 over 2 is coefficient. Integral 1 over u du is left. Okay? And then what is the integral of 1 over u du? Is ln absolute value, right? So 1/2 ln absolute value of u plus c. And then what was u? U was 5 plus 2 sine x. But sine x is always between -1 and 1. So 5 plus 2 sine x always positive. So in this case, you don't have to use absolute value because already this part is always positive, right? So you can just use parentheses, no problem. Okay, I prove this now. Number 16 is done. I want to go back to number 17. Number 17, how can you find the integral of e to the x over 1 minus 2 e to the x? Definitely that 1 minus 2 e to the x part is u part. Okay, so that will be integral e to the x over u, and then dx. dx is 1 over u prime du. U prime is what? -2 e to the x, because e to the x derivative is still e to the x du, and then e to the x cross out. And then what is left? That is equal to integral. -1/2 is coefficient, right? -1/2 is coefficient. And then integral 1 over u du. -1/2 integral 1 over u du is ln absolute value of u plus c. And then what was u? U was 1 minus 2 e to the x. So this is the final answer. Okay. I'll skip this 18, and I go to 19 now. Example 19, sine 1 minus 2y dy. So I told you if you part the linear function form, like mx plus b form, you can use U-substitution anytime. So I will let 1 minus 2y, that part gonna be u. So that is integral sine u, and then 1 over u prime, which is -2 du. You don't have to cross out anything because u part is a linear function part. Linear function's derivative is always number, constant. That's why I can use any time U-substitution if u part is a linear function part. -1 over 2 is just coefficient, right? Sine's integral is negative cosine. So negative cosine u plus c. So negative negative positive 1/2 cosine u. What was u part 1 minus 2y plus c. Okay, that is the final answer. Okay, I jumped to 21. I'm not going to solve all example problems. It's a lot of example problems. So if you have time, you can solve for yourself, okay? And pretty much the same way. What about example 21? Which part going to be u? Definitely the bottom part. 1 plus 3 cosine x part is u. Why? Because derivative of u part is negative 3 sine x. And then that sine x will be crossed out and the sine x in the top of the fraction form, right? So I can change that function to u function now. Integral sine x over 1 plus 3 cosine x. That part is u, so change to u. And then dx. And then dx is always 1 over u prime du. So u prime is derivative of this part, right? 1's derivative is 0. 3 cosine x derivative, negative 3 sine x. Negative 3 sine x. Plus c. I'm sorry, not plus c. It is dx. du, I mean. And then cross out. Sine x cancel out. What is the leading coefficient? Coefficient is negative 1/3. The integral 1 over u du. Yeah, 1 over u is integral ln absolute value of u. So negative 1/3 ln absolute value of u plus c. What was u part? It is 1 plus 3 cosine x. So this is the final answer. Okay. Okay, next one. 23. Example 23. How can I solve this problem? Which part is u part, do you think? Okay. What about e to the x? Gonna be u part. All right. So this you change the integral. Okay. E to the x times tangent to u dx. But dx is what? 1 over du? du is what? E to the x. Derivative of e to the x, e to the x times du. So this part is gone. What is left? Only tangent to u left, right? What is in formula to find that integral of tangent x? Integral tangent x dx, it is negative ln absolute value of cosine x plus c, or just positive ln secant x plus c. You can use one over two things. Okay, I want to use the first one. Negative ln absolute value of u. What was u? u is e to the x, right? So e to the x. I'm sorry, I missed the cosine. Cosine, yeah, u is e to the x. And then plus c. Or if you use the second one, okay, negative, just positive ln, absolute value of secant u. Then what was u? u was e to the x. Secant e to the x plus c. One over these two things can be answers. Okay, what about next part? Let me solve number 25. 25 is this. Integral tangent t secant square t dt. Do you understand tangent x? What is tangent x derivative? That was secant square x, right? That's why I want to make tangent x part u part. So I'm going to say u equals what? Tangent x. Because dx is 1 over du, 1 over u prime du, that u prime is secant square, and then this secant square going to be crossed out with that. I show you. Integral tangent t. Tangent is what? Tangent t is u. That's actually t. And then this equation changes to here. U times secant square t. And then change dx dt to du. So 1 over u prime. U prime is what? Secant square t. So 1 over u prime secant square t du. And then now this secant square cross out. So what is left? It left just integral u du. Okay? So you use power is forced power. So 1 over n minus n plus 1, n is 1. So 1 plus 1 times u to the 1 plus 1 plus c. So our final answer is what? 1/2 times u to the second power plus c. And then what was u? I let tangent t gonna be u, right? So tangent t, all things, square plus c. In the other words, we use this square, usually the middle of tangent, right? Tangent square t. That's the final answer. Okay, I just really solve many example problems, and in the next video, I'm gonna solve some problem in the exercises problem, and then I'll teach integration by part next video. So yeah, if you click subscribe and like and then turn on the notification, okay, it's gonna help you to study AP calculus much. Thank you so much.